What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social back at it again. HSSP back at it again with episode 48. We're inching closer and closer to the big 5-0, man. We still got to figure out what we're doing.
Middle-aged.
Ripe old age, middle age. We're about to hit that hill, and we're going to roll all the way down.
Gotta check your prostate.
Gotta get that colonoscopy, homie. Gotta get that, annual colonoscopy. No.
Isn't that when they check your prostate?
It's the one. It's the one.
No, it's 2 fingers.
I believe it's the one.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 fingers.
I feel like 2 fingers is excessive.
You're not
What can
wrong.
you do with 2 fingers that one won't accomplish?
I mean,
that's excessive. If that's true, all the doctors out there who conduct these, let us know if it's 2 or 1. I don't know if they're even going to answer that. They're just going to be like, I don't even want to touch that subject. I don't even know what's going on right now. Let's get back on track. So we got a good episode for you today. We got some Texans news. We got some NFL news. Last day of Kartz.
You going to introduce yourself or no?
Oh, yeah. My name is Justin.
Sham Wow, Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Amazing, Sham Bam. Goddamn. Let's get it in. We got Texans news, NFL news with cuts coming down to the wire. Regular season is almost upon us. We're already in September almost. Ooh. So football season's here. I had my fantasy football draft yesterday. I did too. So we get to talk about that.
Yeah, let's grade our own teams. Okay.
I think I did good.
I think I did decent.
And I'm in 3.
You're in 3?
I'm in 3.
You're in 3?
Bro, yeah.
Dude, you know how I told you with last season I swore off of it?
Yeah.
But I thought
you're going to find your way back.
Yeah, I'll find my way. You always find your way back. So, anyways, we got Texans news, NFL news. We've got Rockets, just a little bit of Rockets and some NBA news. And then we got Astros news, of course. And then we go into the UFC fights this weekend. And without further ado, let's
talk about these Texans.
Let's talk about these
Texans.
More clowning drama. This never ends.
Oh, no, surprising.
This never ends. So this is coming from Pat Destat. He says
that's a cool
in a tweet, I know. His name is Patrick, but it's Pat Destat.
No, you call him Pat Destat.
His name is Patrick. But
Shut up, you're past
he says the only leverage Jadeveon Clowney has is his signature. All of this Miami news and agent news is weeks late. We are just getting it now. His value is low. The trade market for what the Texans potentially want is literally gone. Following that is a tweet from NFL Total Access. They say there's no guarantee Jadeveon Clowney will be back with the Texans for some other team by week 1. He told several people he's not afraid to miss games as he sorts out his future and makes sure he holds the leverage in the meantime by not signing the tag. Okay, man. Let me tell you how GM Bill O'Brien fucked this all up. So we wanted to get him. We wanted to get him for cheap, right? That's the old Patriot way. That's what Bill Belichick does. That's what Bill O'Brien's trying to emulate. You get good value for cheap.
Yeah, okay.
You buy low, and then when they get too expensive, you sell them to another team, right? Mm-hmm. That's what they've done for Jamie Collins. That's what they've done for Chandler Jones. That's what they did for Chris Hogan. He's now on the Bills, I believe, that receiver that they had, because he played on the Patriots. Oh, he's got to be good. Then he goes over there, and, it's a system, just like you were saying, right? Mm-hmm. So now all they had to do was keep their mouth shut. Let Jadeveon Clowney sign the franchise tag, play this year out, make his money, his 15-something, whatever the fuck million, and then go elsewhere, right? But now they decided to go over his head and try to talk to Miami, and now he's like, oh, shit, they're trying to trade me to Miami. I don't want to play in Miami. I'm not going to sign this. Because they can only trade him once he signs that franchise tag, right? So now he's going to try. They're saying he's trying to pull a Le'Veon Bell from last season, and he's willing to hold out money and hold out for a big ass contract because it's doable.
It's doable, but this is kind of a different situation because Le'Veon was kind of trying to fuck the team. Whereas,
no, he was trying to get his money.
That's true. He was trying to get
big money.
But I feel like Clowney did have more loyalty towards the Texans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He wanted to play for the Texans.
He did, and he was willing to
But now this kind of what's happening now, I wouldn't play for the fucking Texans.
Yeah, because they're basically trying to trade me to a bunk ass team.
So I ain't gonna lie. So before I was wrong because I always thought I didn't think Clowney wanted to play for us, but kind of means that I'm right now. So
Yeah, man,
Shamwell's right.
Shamwell's right, as always, right?
Like this sucks though.
Yep, and this is coming from Yahoo Sports. It said Jadeveon Clowney was reportedly going to report to the Texans until they tried to trade him. So he was good. He was ready to go for this year. Mm-hmm. He's going to play out for that $15 million, but nope, they just fucked that all away because Bill O'Brien, the general manager, has kind of been kind of shitty.
But it was just $15 million, like.
Yeah, so $15 million, you would have had him for another year.
No, but that's what I'm agreeing with you.
I thought you were.
Bro, I'm saying it was just $15 million. It's like they could have just paid that.
They could have. Why did they try to trade him so badly?
And then my thing was just like he would have played his heart out because if he's being traded, he would have played even more. He would have played more better. That's not just better. He would just play just better and just in general because he wanted a bigger contract.
Yeah, and he would have played for that contract, and then you could have sold him high, right? Yeah. You could have traded him high. Right. I shouldn't say sold. But anyways.
Wow.
That's pretty rough. Wow. That's pretty rough. But let me talk to you about Bill O'Brien, the general manager. Okay.
I mean, you're not going to tell me anything I don't know. But
he's been working towards being a Bill Belichick, who's also a coach He can't, exactly. So he drafted a left tackle in the first round, a third round projected left tackle in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Guess what that left tackle is playing? His position that he's playing. Left guard. Left guard. You know who we got at left tackle? Matt fucking Khalil. You know who Matt fucking Khalil is? He's a cast-off from the Vikings. He's a cast-off from I don't even know who the fuck else he played for.
Well, why not when you get the fucking rookie, let him play his fucking position?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That way he doesn't it's not that much of a transition. He's
exactly.
Transition from college to NFL. Now he has to change from college to NFL to a different position in the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, and this also goes to Nick Wright was actually saying this. I get Nick Wright. He said the Texans' organizational mismanagement might get bailed out by how individually spectacular Deshaun Watson is. It also might be the reason that he's never able to become the player he's supposed to be.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Can you believe, like, a generational talent like Deshaun Watson could wither away? He could be the T-Mac of football.
Right. So, because the Texans organization right now is keeping him back.
They're holding him back.
It sucks, dude.
They're not protecting him. They're not protecting him. They're not giving him adequate weapons to be successful. They're not putting him in a position to be successful.
Hopkins.
Yeah, besides Hopkins. But how long can you just go
That's true.
Watson to Hopkins?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You can't ride that.
Because Hopkins kept getting double teamed.
Exactly.
And then fully ACL keeps tearing, so he gets hurt. He's very fragile.
Exactly. And, I mean, even if the Texans manage to trade Jadeveon Clowney for rumored Laramie Tunsil, starting left tackle for the Miami Dolphins, there's a report coming from Cherian Williams. It says, Dolphins locker room would revolt if Laramie Tunsil is traded. He goes on to say, the Dolphins have met with Texans pass rusher Jadeveon Clowney. The Texans need a starting offensive tackle. Thus, even though the Dolphins have already told left tackle Laramie Tunsil they aren't actively shopping him, his name naturally comes up in speculation for who the Texans might seek to trade for Clowney. But Adam Beasley of the Miami Herald reported Thursday that the Dolphins players would revolt if the team traded Tunsil. Beasley calls Tunsil one of their best and most liked players. So that just shows the Texans are trying to trade with somebody who doesn't even want to trade with you. Dolphins have all the leverage because Jadeveon Clowney now doesn't want to trade, doesn't want to play for you, doesn't want to sign that franchise tag. So I feel like the Texans just fucked themselves out of this situation. They had the upper hand on this. They were good. They could have played him for a year. They just fucked themselves out of this. Now, they gave the Dolphins, or not even the Dolphins, any other team leverage because they'll be like, instead of paying as much as the Texans wanted to get paid, they'll just be like, well, he's not going to sign. All right, well, he'll hold out, and then, somebody else will pay him. Maybe it'll be us. The Texans are just going to be on the hook for that money. So it's just mismanagement all around from the top down. I don't know what's going on. But
I didn't have high hopes for the season at the start. But
I honestly don't, man. You honestly
it's going to the negatives now.
Yeah, you might honestly win that bet because I know I said 8-8. But to be honest, if this preseason has showed anything when the starters played and Lamar Miller is out and Duke Johnson, who's never been a starting caliber running back ever, he's always been like a supplemental running back who always plays third, fourth down and kind of catches out of the backfield, not a ground and pounder like Lamar Miller can do. my hopes aren't high anymore. I gave them the benefit of the doubt of breaking even.
I mean, I never thought much of Lamar Miller. I thought he was good, but
he did what you needed him to do.
Yeah, but he wasn't used the right way.
He wasn't, and now he probably played his last down as a Texan in that preseason game.
Yeah,
that sucks because when he was with Miami, he fucking ran all over us. Then when he came here, what did he do? Made a Pro Bowl? Barely. He made it because somebody else got injured.
Yeah.
And didn't even hit 1,000 yards. He was 900-something yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he got close, but still no cigar.
Yeah, no cigar.
Yeah.
And just protecting investments overall. Colin Cowherd is Colin Cowherd. We both know. Sometimes he blows smoke out of his ass. Sometimes he makes clever points. This is one of those clever points.
It's crazy. Like people like him make so much money.
They do. Just for having an opinion. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But just listen to this. It's kind of a little bit on the long side, but he builds up a really fair point. So I'll go ahead and play it.
Time for me to go get a smoothie.
Take out people. My house is valuable, so I sleep there at night. My car gets me to and from work, commerce, and my iPhone. I've got my alarm clock. I've got all my contacts. I've got account numbers. If you went to the Verizon store, and when you have an asset, you have to get insurance for it. I have insurance for my house. I have insurance for my car. When I go buy, or you go buy an iPhone, if you don't get a protective case as insurance to protect it, you're a dope. I mean, that's why they upcharge you, because they can. You need the protective case. You can break those things. I've broken a few early when I didn't buy the case. I was a dope. So when you get in the NFL and you have a quarterback, Andrew Luck just retired, job number one isn't building your defense, getting a running back, star wide receiver. It's protecting him. When Sean McVay came to the Rams, they went and spent money on that O-line. Carson Wentz, Eagles, spent a lot of money on that O-line. Tom Brady, 19 years, never had a bad O-line. Andrew Luck just retired. We have another player in this league that could become Andrew Luck. He's one of my favorite players, Deshaun Watson. Last year in a game against Buffalo, this is one game, he was hit 19 times. Look it up. It doesn't even sound right. And I never thought Buffalo had a world-class pass rush. Last year, he was sacked 62 times, knocked down another 132. That is outrageous. That is 200 times a year. And remember, as the Texans consider what to do with Jadeveon Clowney, trade him. Andrew Luck is out of your division. You can no longer justify spending for two great pass rushers. Okay, the Rams and New England ended up in the Super Bowl. Neither had an elite edge rusher. Once Andrew Luck announced retirement, your division is now Nick Foles, Marcus Mariota, and Jacoby Brissett. You cannot justify needing two great pass rushers. What you need is to protect Deshaun Watson. Of the 10 teams that led the NFL in sacks last year, 6 missed the playoffs. New England was near the bottom, but they were near the top in pressures. The idea that you need the all-time great pass rusher to get the sack. No, you don't. What you need is good enough players along your defensive front and good enough coaches to mix up your pass rush to create an uncomfortable situation for the quarterback. Often, letting him throw the ball away into my team's hands is an advantage. But when you have a Patrick Mahomes in your division, or you have, a Russell Wilson or an elite quarterback, Andrew Luck or Brady, then you can justify Khalil Mack, by the way. Chicago can justify his salary because Aaron Rodgers is in the division. When Peyton Manning was in the division, the teams in the division against Peyton Manning would spend money on pass rushers, like the teams do in Brady's division. But when Andrew Luck retires, you cannot justify paying J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. What you can absolutely justify, like insurance on your car, your house, your iPhone, is upgrading this offensive line. Okay, we're looking at the next Andrew Luck.
I agree with everything he said.
Yeah.
Trade
does not make me feel good by myself, but yeah.
Why?
I don't like Colin Cowherd.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was right.
No, he's right.
One of the few times he was right.
Yeah.
But, honestly, protect your investment. That was an interesting stat, what he said about, a lot of the winning teams didn't have an elite pass rusher on each side. Didn't have a super elite defense, but what they did have is gave pressure, right? Mm-hmm. And everything else kind of took care of itself. We're turning into a league that it's a scorer's league now, right? You win
just
your
like
best
basketball,
yeah,
the 3-pointers and all that.
Your best defense is offense now. Like that's what everything's going to, you know.
Shit, I mean that's why Kansas City went so fucking far.
Exactly, because they beat him they beat him in the air, you know. Man, I don't know. They just because in the preseason game he got sacked a couple of times with Deshaun Watson.
It's a fucking preseason.
It's a fucking preseason game.
And then here's my thing: we lost that goddamn Cowboys. How many? 34-0.
Blew us out.
Like what the fuck? Like how? We couldn't have scored one touchdown.
Nope.
Ezekiel Elliott's not even fucking there.
Exactly. It's because Lamar Miller got hurt and they just pulled everybody.
But still, it's just
yeah. I don't know, man. And he was right about Andrew Luck retiring. You know, the time is now. We're trying to win now, right,
bro?
We're trying to win now. This window. That's your
imagine
window.
this was last year.
Yeah,
like the window would have been wide the fuck open.
Wide open, and now. Even when Andrew Luck is gone, they're still trying to make moves. They're still trying to be successful. What are we doing? What have we done? What have we moved? We still have all this cap money. Haven't signed shit. Drafted a fucking left tackle who's playing guard now. All of our offensive line is probably shitty compared to everybody else's backups. Our top running back got hurt. We have a backup running back. That's our starter now, I guess.
Basically, everything is shit.
Everything is shit right now.
Yeah, just go say that. Everything is shit, but we got that one diamond in the rough.
Exactly. If we two diamonds.
2 diamonds in the rough.
If we waste Andrew Luck retiring and we don't do shit this year, and we have to go against Nick Foles and the Jaguars offense, which
and the Jaguars come above us, holy shit, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Yep.
Going to be pissed. I'm going to be outside the NRG protesting. Fire Bill O'Brien.
Fire Bill O'Brien.
Fire
Straight
Bill
up,
O'Brien.
dude. Straight up. But, yeah, man, I don't want to talk about the Texans no more.
All right, well, then let's segue into fantasy football.
Let's do it. Well, okay.
All right.
Well, okay. All right.
I got mine pulled up.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so here's what I have. For quarterback, I have my boy, my all-time favorite. Drew motherfucking Brees.
My man, smart man.
You know what I'm saying? I always have Drew Brees. He does great on fantasy, guys. Over 5,000 yards practically every fucking season. Mm-hmm. So then, I ain't gonna lie, I ended up getting Ezekiel Elliott first round, just in case. I try to sneak that one.
Smart. It's smart. I mean,
you know what I mean? I try to do that with the same thing.
We'll talk about Zeke.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Got my boy Mark Ingram.
Good, good.
Always good. Julian Edelman.
Good, man. Me too.
David Njoku.
Njoku,
sorry.
Tight end from the Browns?
Yes.
Smart man.
Mm-hmm. I got Jarvis Landry.
Good.
I got Josh Gordon.
Good.
I got Jordan Howard.
Nice.
Everything is good. I got the Bills defense. I got, of course, Gutowski, the kicker. Then for my bench, I got LaShawn McCoy, Kirk Cousins, Deshaun Jackson, because, Deshaun Jackson. Got Jimmy Graham. I got, Mike Batley.
Nice.
And I got Tyler
Eifert.
Nice.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Good team.
I feel good about my team.
Yeah, good team, really good quarterback. Good receivers.
Yeah. I'm really hoping Ezekiel plays week 1.
I hope Buffalo defense plays good for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
But did you pick the defense last? Or one of the last picks?
Yeah, one of the last picks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I'm really hoping Ezekiel plays week 1. But, I mean, and it's against the New York Giants, bro. That's such an easy team.
Yeah,
such an easy team.
What is your draft order? Like, what do you draft first usually? How do you go, like, position-wise? Do you go?
It depends on – okay, so it depends on where I'm at.
Okay.
So, like, say if I'm, like, first 6. So, I was 6.
I was 9.
Really? So, I mean –
out of a 12-person league, how many are you in you?
It's 12 on this one. On the one I drafted yesterday, it's 12.
Okay.
The other ones is like 14.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are you doing money or no?
Of course.
Smart man.
I don't fucking play fantasy football.
I don't play for free?
What the fuck?
Shoot.
But no, it was just, okay, so it depends. Like, so if I'm in the middle of the pack, like number 6, you have to go with a running back because it's like, 6 good running backs?
Of course.
You know what I mean? So you have to pick a running back first. But if I'm like on the bottom half, I pick a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, there's not that many good running backs. And you know that second round, nobody's going to pick a fucking running back anyway.
Yeah.
maybe not, so.
That's true. Because I was ninth, it was a snake draft. Mm-hmm. So I did running back. And then the next one I did receiver. And then I skipped the line and got a quarterback. And a lot of people were like, what the fuck? Then I did tight end. Then I did defense. And then I filled up. I got a back.
Oh, good shit.
Tyreek Hill. Can't go wrong with the GOAT. Can't go wrong with the GOAT, Tom Brady. So I got Tyreek Hill. I got Julian Edelman.
Oh, nice.
This was tough because I was on the fence between James Conner and Le'Veon Bell.
See, yeah, because I wasn't, because I saw Bell, he was available. I'm like, should I? Because I didn't know about the Jets, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know too much about the Jets, so I'm like, I was like, I couldn't do it.
So I went ahead with James Conner.
Okay.
Safe, reliable. Then I went Derrick Henry, big dude. Jared Cook is my tight end from New Orleans.
Okay.
He was projected pretty well. Then I have Larry Fitzgerald, old reliable.
Okay, yeah, old reliable. He'll get you maybe like 12, 15.
And I feel like he's Kyler's security blanket.
Yes.
So I feel like Kyler's going to be feeding him a lot. So that's why I picked him. Then I got Cortland Sutton, who's like the new up-and-coming receiver in Denver right now. Joe Flacco is going to feed him because Emmanuel Sanders, he's coming off an Achilles. So I feel like this is Cortland Sutton's time to shine. Then on my bench, my backup quarterback, I got Dak Prescott. I mean, he's not going to give me much.
That was an interesting choice.
I know. He's not going to give me much, but he'll give me a good solid double-digit level, like 10, 12.
Yeah,
maybe.
but like 12. I mean, quarterbacks, I never really see, you don't see too many quarterbacks go below 12.
Yeah. So we'll see. Then I got Adrian Peterson. And then I got Tyler Eifert. This is my bench. And then I got Marquise Goodwin from...
Adrian Peterson still playing?
He's still playing for the Redskins, yeah.
Damn.
Then I got Marquise Goodwin.
Okay.
And then my kicker is Justin Tucker from the Ravens, Mr. Reliable. I wanted to pick up people that people would trade for. Right. That's what I always do. Because I'm always, you know me, when we played, I'm always on that trade market, and I'm always on that waiver.
That's you, but me, I'm stubborn in a motherfucker.
Yeah, you ride with your team? No, fuck that.
No, I either ride with my team or like I ask for more.
Yeah,
like when somebody try to trade me, I ask for more. I was like, how much do you really want?
All my players are expendable. I'm on that waiver wire all fucking day, all day. But yeah. So what would you grade? What would you grade my team? Decent.
Yeah, I traded. I'll give you this. I'll give it like a B.
The draft grader that Yahoo gave me, they said my strongest core is my receiving core, but my running backs are kind of weak.
Yeah.
With Derrick Henry and James Conner.
I think it'd be okay. Like, it'd be stable.
I don't know. That's what they said. They said my defense was legit. My kicker was legit. Knows? Yeah, what the fuck y'all?
Well, I did mine on ESPN, but I don't think ESPN does that, though.
I thought they do. They do draft analysis. I don't know.
I've been too lazy to try to find it.
That's true.
I try to sneak Melvin Gordon, though. I try to sneak that shit.
I was trying to too.
It was like in round 6. I was like,
let
me get this right here. Somebody snaked it right before.
They sniped it from
God damn it.
Yeah.
I even fucking was typing it. I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, man. They especially when it's like 2 or 3 picks in front of you.
You're just like, I got it.
I queued it up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I fucking got this one. I got it.
Nope. Everybody's thinking the same thing. But yeah, that's our fantasy teams. Tweet your fantasy teams to us, and we'll grade it because we're completely qualified to do so.
Yes. Oh, you never gave my team a grade.
Oh, your team, I give it a good B plus.
I was expecting an A, but all right.
Nah, man, ain't no friends here.
I beat you before.
Yeah, you did. No.
Yes, remember
in our league, I beat you.
No, I won twice.
Yeah,
I won
in the
2
games,
leagues.
but who won the
third place in the league? I got second.
Oh,
I won money twice because I remember like the first one you put me in when you first introduced me to fantasy. I won that straight up, and then the second one that was with a Reed, and then I won second place.
Yeah, okay. Did I win first place on the Reeves League?
Oh man.
I think I won a Reeves League. I think I won a Reeves League.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Son of a bitch. Right. Okay, so it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Fuck it.
We're taking please.
Fuck it, 1-1.
All right, let's move on to NFL.
Right.
This is coming per John.
Were we not in NFL?
NFL.
Oh no shit.
No, we started fantasy before NFL.
Oh no shit.
Oh man. This comes from John Machota. Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan, when asked about expectations for the season not changing with Ezekiel Elliott holding out, quote, most of these teams win Super Bowls without rushing champions. Secondly, we've had Zeke going on 3 or 4 years and we haven't won it yet.
Shut up, Jerry.
Zeke is an outstanding player and arguably right there with our best players, but no one gives up in any way, especially with the talented group we have here. No one without one player believes that that's terminal as far as us having a great year. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. Don't tell Jason Witten that if somebody gets hurt or somebody gets suspended, that our chances of winning a Super Bowl have gone. That's just not the case. Most of these teams win Super Bowls without rushing champions. Secondly, we've had Elliott going on 3 or 4 years and we haven't won it yet. So we got to figure out, obviously, he's not the ingredient that will win it. You've got to think like that. You've got to play like that. It's an availability. It's availability. One player can make a difference, and he goes on like that. So he's just shitting all over the possibility of Zeke.
So he might not come back.
He might not come back.
I'm kind of hoping he does.
You drafted him.
Dude, just come back, finish your fucking contract, and just move on.
And then,
there's no point for a holdout right now.
And then to add more fuel to that fire, here's more Jerry Jones. This comes from Jane Slater at Slater NFL. Jerry Jones says, quote, you enter a different world when you don't honor your agreements. Jerry Jones says, talking about Zeke, the holdout, and the contract he currently has in place on 105.3 The Fan and the Ben and Skins show. So now he's, going after his credibility, his accountability, saying he's not honoring his contract. He's going back on his word. So much that Des Bryant had something to say about that. He said, quote, Zeke, great for you. 15 years, 20 years from now, you're going to thank yourself. Being 100% committed to something and not getting the same commitment back will break you down. Stand your ground. I wish I would have done a lot of things different.
Yep.
The drama continues on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You drafted him.
Yeah, and the thing with the Cowboys, dude, they always want to be on the front page, talking about something, just running their fucking mouth.
Jerry fucking Jones. Yeah, that's Jerry fucking Jones for you.
That's what I said the Cowboys, because Jerry is the Cowboys.
Jerry is the Cowboys. Yeah, that's true.
So it's they always want to run their fucking mouths.
Yep. Now, moving on. Josh Gordon is eligible to play Week 1 of the NFL season. He's officially reinstated. He's back on the Patriots.
That's why I got him.
Did you really have to pull out a knife?
Bro, I'm fucking cleaning my nails. Sorry.
They got tools for that.
I don't have it with me, so that's why I got.
You got to whip out the knife?
Yes.
As we're doing a podcast?
I mean, look, you had
to look me in the eye and emphatically whip out your switchblade.
In fact, bro, it was a simple whip. It was a simple whip.
You can hear it in the microphone.
Because that's how it does.
Yeah, what you had to do it. You couldn't place it apart like that.
No, because that's a bitch move. That's why.
Okay, so you had to emphatically whip out your switchblade.
No, I just did it like a man.
Well, the way it looked like you were pulling a knife on me, dude. No, I was like, I don't want to die like this. Not on this podcast of all things. I love this podcast, but I don't want to die on here.
I want to kill somebody. I'm doing my bare hands.
Here's the Patriots wide receiving core. N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon, Philip Dorsett, and Demaryius Thomas.
Yep. Everybody's fucked.
And I feel like Tom Brady's going to make them all a lot better than they used to be on their respective teams.
Super Bowl again, huh?
Yeah, here we go. New song, different singer.
Well, I mean, we all know that they're going to make the
same song,
playoffs.
Different singer. Yeah, I know. Perennial playoff. I mean, I'm hoping because Tom Brady wasn't ranked that high. Tom Brady wasn't.
I'm putting it back. Jesus Christ.
Tom Brady wasn't ranked that high in the draft. And I was like, what the fuck? Because he was like the 9th ranked quarterback in the draft. Mm-hmm. I was like, how do you sink so far? And it's because a lot of people thought he couldn't make it work with these cast-off receivers and Julian Edelman, of course.
I feel like people forget about what the Patriots system is.
And he has Josh Gordon back.
Yeah.
But I guess people don't rely on Josh Gordon, so
I don't think people just don't trust in the system.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
But I mean,
who hasn't been great coming out of the Patriots?
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see. Watch them.
Who hasn't been great while they were with the Patriots?
Watch them be AFC champions again. I hate it.
Again.
But let's move on to the Rockets. I'm walking back a little bit. On my Russell hate.
You still have Russell hate in you?
No, I'm walking back even more. I already washed my hands clean of that, but he's growing on me. Yeah, I know. Laugh it up. Enjoy it.
Hey, look, I got all season to do this, bro.
No, go ahead.
I got all season. Hey, after you did your show with me.
If he starts playing bad, you can hear a lot more bitching from me. I'm just saying that right now.
Oh, and I'm just like, but you were singing his praises a while ago.
I wasn't singing his
praises. You said he deserved the MVP a while ago.
I was giving respect where respect was due.
Yeah, bullshit.
That was it. I wasn't okay. So here's Enes Kanter. He was on First Take. First things first. I'm sorry. But they asked him who his favorite teammate was. Here's what he had to say. Unmute. 3.
I haven't played with Kemba yet. I'll put him there too. These players are make himself better, make everybody else better around him. That's what make him really special. And a lot of people just criticize Russell's game and everything, but they don't know how good of a player he is on the court, and they do know how good of a player he is, but at the same time, he's an amazing personality and character off the court. He was, I will say, not just the best player, best teammate I had off the court.
A lot of people say that about Russ, and because he's so intense, people perceive it as something different.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell the whole world. He's actually a really chill dude, really good dude. He was like I said again, he was the one definitely that helped me the most.
Give me a story off the court of Russ that people don't know about, stuff that players don't want out there, but give us a story of an experience that would change the narrative for a guy like him.
He's just a regular, he drinks Snapple, eats gummy bears on a plane, he plays 2K. He's just another chill dude. He opened up 9 book clubs. Oh, yeah,
really?
I don't know if many people knows that. He opened up 9 book clubs around America. Like I said again, he's actually he's a jokester. He jokes a lot. He doesn't really, because you look at him on the court, he is this mean guy, under people's skin.
Focused.
Yeah, so focused and yells and get texts, but off the court he's a total different guy.
What
made you say, Chris didn't even ask it and you wanted to get it in, that Russ is the best player you've played with, when I think most people would think it's Kevin Durant?
Oh, Kevin Durant is up there too. He's probably he's obviously one of the top 5 players. But I think, like I said again, not just on the court, I look at the off the court stuff too. So we were just a better team. I built a better chemistry with Russ. And if you ask a lot of the OKC guys, they will say the same thing. They build a better chemistry with Russ off the court.
So on the court, he's passionate.
Yeah, and mean.
And
laser focused.
Passionate. And off the court, he's just a pretty chill dude.
He's a pretty chill dude.
Different personalities. A lot of people do it.
We'll see how it translates on the regular season and the playoffs.
Wow, you still have doubts?
I don't have my doubts.
I hear doubt in your voice.
I'm just a natural skeptic.
I hear doubt in your voice. You know what? I might just buy a Russell Westbrook jersey, a Russell Westbrook Rockets jersey. It's probably just wear it here.
You do that. You fucking do that. I don't give a shit.
You sound real salty.
I thought you were gonna say I was gonna buy it for you. I was like, you fuck right off. Shit.
Oh, I trust. I know I'm not gonna get that from you.
All right. Well, that's it for that. Let's get to NBA news.
Let's get it.
So Kobe and Shaq had a little beef going on.
Yeah, what was that about?
So Kobe said he was in a sit-down interview with I don't know who that other guy's name is, but he said the only thing wrong with Shaq is his work ethic. He said if Shaq had a better work ethic, they would have had 12 championships by now. And then Shaq responds on Instagram and he says, if you would have passed more, we would have had 12 damn championships.
Damn.
And then Kobe had to be like, no, we're not beefing. And then Shaq was like, oh, don't worry, we're not beefing. Ain't no beef here. I thought you were talking about Dwight Howard, DWITE, or however you spell it. So he was like sliding a diss at Dwight Howard.
Damn.
But, so it was all much ado about nothing, but still, you could tell Shaq was a little pissed. But because Shaq is super sensitive, you can see it on Inside the NBA how
absolutely
the biggest man
when Charles gets on his ass, bro.
Yep, most sensitive, biggest guy with the smallest
he's a teddy bear.
He's a teddy bear. He gets sensitive. But yeah, anyways, that same interview, they were talking with Kobe about load management in the NBA right now, how sometimes teams will hold out players for load management. And this is what he had to say.
Oh, he's actually talking. Okay.
One of the things for some, if you follow basketball or not, that you and Mike had in common is that it wasn't, hey, I'm going to take 8 games off this year to try to stay healthy. The mindset of knowing, like that to you is comical, right, to do that.
What the hell is that, man? I don't know what that is. That's crazy. Seriously, it's crazy. Like, you got a lot of people paying their hard-earned money to come watch you perform. Perform. It's your job to be in shape. It's your job to be strong enough to perform at that level every single night. And as a competitor, I'm not ducking shit. Like, it's not, oh my God, my back hurts, I'm sore. We got to play Vince Carter and Toronto Raptors tonight. We actually had this happen. We had a game against Toronto in 2000, and Vince was tearing the league up. My back was jacked. But like the perception of that, like what? Kobe's missing the game against Toronto and Vince Carter because my back was really spasming. But people will be like, what? Oh, he's ducking Vince. Excuse me? No, I don't think so. So I would be in the layup line like, okay, there's a lot of days where, you can rest and recover. Today ain't one of them. Your back can bother you any other day. That shit ain't bothering me today.
Wow.
He gonna have to see me today. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Hell yeah.
Hey, Kobe's a dog, man.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
I fucking miss those days back in the NBA, dog, when, like, nobody was ducking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss those days when it wasn't too many super teams. There were, like, at least a single player or, like, a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
And you get to see those players play against each other.
Yeah.
I miss those days. But now it's just all this bullshit. Well, actually, now it's better.
Yeah.
Than when it used to be, like, for the past freaking 5 years now. So, but I'm just saying, I miss those days, bro.
I do too.
I miss those days.
I really do. But yeah, man, it's.
I miss those days of Kevin Garnett shit talking everybody.
Mm-hmm. I do too, man. It's a different era of. There's too much buddy shit now, man.
I fucking miss those days when, like, Michael Jordan would tell you what he's about to do and then just still do it.
Imagine if we had this new school's talent back in the old school days.
Oh, shit.
Because in the old school, the talent wasn't that there. You had Kobe, you had Michael, you had, a few.
I mean, you had talent.
You did.
Would you say you had a few?
No, you did have talent, but I'm talking about new school talent with your KDs, with your Stephs, with your James Hardens, with your, all the players that we have right now. Back then.
But understand.
You know how much fun the NBA would be back then if you had all these players?
But also understand, like, a lot of these players rose to prominence because of how the NBA is.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because remember, back then, dude, it was rough.
It was rough.
Like,
so do you think it would alter their games?
It would, because I don't think KD would have played as well as he did back then. Yep. Like, straight, because it was rough. Like, he would have got pushed around. Steph Curry, the same thing.
Yeah.
Because Steph Curry wasn't like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was a thug.
Yeah,
he would go to the paint every time. He would get knocked down every time and get right back up and score right back again.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times I don't see that in everybody. I'm not saying that Steph Curry and Kevin Durant don't have it, but it's just around the league I don't really see that.
Yeah.
I don't see that tenacity.
Yeah. It's just everybody's just trying to get the points and they're trying to – it's more of a finesse league now.
Yeah.
It's not a bruiser league that it used to be. It's
that's
a
why
league.
The three-pointer is so emphasized now, instead of just like, fuck that, I'm going to take it to the paint and dunk on his ass, you know?
Nope. They want to score around you and cross you up and look all pretty. But, that's it for the NBA. Moving to the Astros. Astros are playing Toronto right now. They began a series against Toronto. Toronto is beating them 1-0 right now.
How far are we away from the Yankees and the Dodgers?
I believe, let me look up the standings real quick, but it's not far. MLB standings. Yankees are 88-47, and we are 87-48. So we're one game behind the Yankees. Dodgers are sitting at where are the Dodgers? National League. Dodgers are sitting at 88-48. So the Yankees and Dodgers are tied right now. And if we want home field advantage, we got to beat the Yankees. We got to have a better record than the Yankees so we can get that home field advantage.
I was going to say, we can't lose any of the games.
Who cares about the Dodgers? We're just trying to get on top of our league right now. So we'll monitor that. It's a tight race until September. Race. September's right around the corner. So we'll monitor that closely.
Try and get this done before October.
Yeah, definitely. On to some MLB news. I remember telling you about Tyler Skaggs, how a 26-year-old pitcher from the Angels, he mysteriously died in his hotel room. Mm-hmm. They finally released the autopsy. Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs. This is coming from KTLA 5. Well, actually, it's originally posted by the Associated Press. Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs died of alcohol, fentanyl, and oxycodone intoxication.
Damn it.
He choked on his own vomit and died in his hotel room. They're also looking into a team employee as somebody that could have supplied him with those drugs.
And I'm over here sitting please don't be drugs. Please don't be drugs. Please don't be drugs. Damn, it's fucking drugs.
Yeah, man.
So, did he have, mental issues?
I don't know, man. I don't know. South Lake Police said the investigation was ongoing and will release additional information. But yeah,
that's fucking sad.
The day before he died, Skaggs posted a picture on Instagram of him and the Angels in the Cowboys hats and other Western clothing outside their plane. But yeah, man, it's tough. Such a young kid who was working really hard to get into the league and stay in the league, and it's really shitty that it was a team employee that they're investigating, allegedly gave him these drugs.
But it just sucks that he just took them.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't trying to kill himself or anything. A lot of people speculated it was suicide because somebody's so young to die like that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to speculate anything. I don't want to assume anything. Yeah. It just sucks that this happened.
Yeah, for sure. Such a young kid. But R.I.P. Tyler Skaggs. Hope his family gets comfort. Sucks. Drugs took another one. But, moving on to the UFC tomorrow, Saturday, at 5 a.m. Because this is going in Shenzhen. This is in China.
I'm sorry, dude. I farted.
Yeah, I smelled it. This is in, where is it? Shenzhen University. No, it's not in China. It's in, where is this? It looks like, it's in Guangdong, China. Guangdong. Shenzhen, Guangdong, China. Mm-hmm. Sports Center. That's where the fight's taking place.
Okay.
We've got it's not like a groundbreaking card, but we've got
well, if it's not groundbreaking, then just say
I'll just say the main card. Main card is for the women's strawweight title. It's Jessica Andrade versus Wei Li Zhang. She's a new up-and-comer, 19-1, and Jessica Andrade is 20-6. So this is for the women's strawweight title.
So Michelle Watterson is not fighting?
No.
Okay, then
I'm out. I don't The next coming up is UFC 242 on Saturday, September 7th. That's Islam Makhachev versus Davi Ramos, Edson Barbosa versus Paul Felder. And the main event is lightweight title bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Poirier. That should be a really good fight.
I'm going for Khabib.
Yeah,
I'm going for Khabib, and I just want that fucking Khabib Ferguson fight.
Yeah, man.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
I want Jorge Masvidal to fight Nate Diaz for the Ultimate Thug Championship. Yeah.
Ultimate Thug.
But yeah, that's it for sports. Did we talk about Marvel leaving? I mean, Spider-Man getting axed from Marvel because
it was because Sony and Disney could not get into agreement because basically Disney asked for more.
Yeah.
Which I don't see why that's a problem because they made Spider-Man into a bigger star than what he was before.
Yeah.
And Sony's like, no, fuck that. We should have did the same deal.
Yeah.
And then when Disney's like, well, dog, but we pretty much revamped Spider-Man. Well, not revamp, but make Spider-Man more popular. Sony's like, fuck, we still own it. Yeah. Fuck this shit. We're done. And then now Tom Holland's
kind of in limbo right now.
Yeah,
because he's still under contract for 2 more movies, right?
I don't know. I don't know the details of the contract. I do not know. Legit, when I heard it, I just stopped. I stopped looking at it because it made me sad.
Yeah.
But
all the other Spider-Mans made it to 2 movies, 3 movies,
right?
Except for
ain't that about a bitch? No. Andrew Garfield didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He made 2 movies.
Oh well.
Andrew Garfield did make 2 Spider-Man movies. Yeah. But
it was saying Tobey Maguire was the only Spider-Man that made it to 3 movies.
3 movies, yeah. But what I'm hearing is that so Tom Holland's basically working for Sony now, and they're gonna make Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. And I'm like, how the fuck is that going to work?
I don't know.
That's going to be weird, and it might make some shit like Into Spider-Verse, but I was like, well, Into Spider-Verse is already fucking made with Miles Morales. Why would you why would you do, now you're going to do a live action fucking Spider-Verse? It's like, stop. Just stop.
Okay,
Sony
just ponder this real quick. Tom Holland is Spider-Man. Tom Hardy is Venom. Spider-Man versus Venom and symbiote. What? What's wrong with that?
No.
Why?
Fuck no.
Why?
No, Tom Holland belongs in the MCU.
Okay, but obviously that shit's not going to happen. So what?
Then Tom Holland should be playing.
You just shut it down? You put it on ice?
Might as well, because Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're going to do. Do you really think Sony's going to know what to fucking do now?
No.
Compared to what the last two Spider-Man movies Sony did. Fucking shit show. And then you saw what Marvel did with Spider-Man. Yes. Way fucking better. Like, that's true. Tom Holland's actually fucking Spider-Man.
They got to do something, though.
You know? I don't know, but it was, and then you got to understand how Venom was. It was much darker, heavy.
Venom was darker?
Yeah.
He was dark in the Venom movie. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I said Venom is a
darker,
movie.
like his character. Okay,
yes,
I thought you were talking about physically
not just
darker.
the character, but the whole movie itself was a heavier movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Whereas like Spider-Man's like Spider-Man with Tom Holland was
Disney.
Definitely it was lighthearted.
Disney tones.
Yeah, essentially, but a little more PG-13. If anything, you know what I mean? True. But it was like, it was more lighthearted, fun. Yeah. And now they're going to mold those two. And like I said, I don't think Sony knows what the fuck they're going to do with it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think Sony's going to fuck it up. Because you saw how Far From Home ended.
Yeah.
So it was like, well... But then again, you got the same guy playing J. Jonah Jameson.
That's
Maybe
true.
that'll work out, but I don't know. But then you got to bring everybody back that was on the Spider-Man movies. Like Zendaya that played Mary Jane. Just everybody.
That's true.
So
Speaking of Zendaya, have you started watching Euphoria yet?
No, I have not.
Bro, you still have my HBO and you're not using it, dude.
I thought you said HBO went up.
It's still there. I checked it. I'm still watching it because I watched that I Love You Now Die documentary about the Michelle Carter girl who like talked her boyfriend into like killing himself. When he got out, she was like, "Go back in there and do it."
What the fuck?
And he did it. Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts. I'm on part 2 right now, and I watched that Finding Neverland thing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have watched it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I shouldn't have watched it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
It ruined Michael Jackson for me, dude.
Fuck that, dude. No. So, okay, since you watched that, watch Dave Chappelle's new stand-up.
I need to.
Watch that one, and it's gonna probably revert your ideas about Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. Really?
A little bit. It's just like, because...
Really?
Oh, no, I knew a lot of... what he says is just like... Because what Dave Chappelle basically says is like, do you really fucking care? Like...
Yeah.
Like, this dude's already dead and gone for like how many years?
Yeah.
Like... And Dave Chappelle doesn't believe it. Like, he honestly doesn't. He's like, no, this fucking kid's lying. Like...
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people came out and be like, dude, we need we need to cancel Dave Chappelle. I'm like...
Man, man. They've been trying to do that.
Yeah, they've been trying to do that. It's not working. It hasn't worked yet, so fuck it. Yeah. Speak your mind.
One thing we didn't talk about was just Andrew Luck retiring. I don't think we went in depth about that.
We did. We touched on
it just a little bit, but
this is what happens when you have a bad O-line, dude. It breaks your quarterback down.
My thing was just like...
He lacerated his kidneys, dude.
Yes. And dude, no, I was all for him retiring.
Yeah.
I did not blame him for retiring.
Yeah, he's smart. He has
it was like one of the smartest decisions a football player could make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I was pissed about was when he announced it. Of course, it was hard for him. He's about to fuck.
His fans booed him.
His fans fucking booed him. I was like, dude, fuck these Colts fans. Like straight up, I was
They've
like,
had generational. They had Peyton Manning for like good solid amount of years. They got him a Super Bowl. Got Andrew Luck, perennial playoff teams, been successful. How long have they been without a good quarterback? Like odd years every now and then? They've always had
not even a year.
Yeah, they've always had QB success.
Like 1 or 2 seasons because Andrew Luck got hurt.
Up, dude.
But no, it's not even that, dude. Yeah, it's real classes. And it's guys, this motherfucker's been injured so many fucking times.
And he still came out and played for y'all.
Yeah, still come out and play for y'all. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, y'all should be happy for him. He made a very smart decision.
Yeah, he did.
And like, it's not like he really wanted to do it. It was very hard for him.
Yeah, it was.
It was one of the smartest decisions he ever fucking
And he
could
offered
make.
to pay that money back.
Yes.
He offered. He was a
Like,
highway robbery.
because he knew what it was. It's like, he felt like he's leaving his fans high and dry, which, in my opinion, you're not.
You're not,
like,
exactly.
Like, say if, like, Deshaun Watson got hurt numerous times and he decided he would retire. Am I going to fucking boo him? Fuck no.
Fuck no, because the time he was
he's
here,
a human being.
Yeah, and he was an awesome quarterback while he was here, too. So.
Yeah, so right now, I'm like, fuck Colts fans.
Yeah, that was really shitty of them to do. I remember seeing that and listening to it and just being like, what the fuck is going on?
I can't believe it.
They zoomed in on him. He was like, really?
Yeah.
He was like, wow.
Yeah.
As he was walking off.
I cannot.
And he even said it hurt him, too.
Yeah.
So, fuck. Yeah.
I cannot believe. I cannot believe like that.
Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is crossplay. All platforms.
That's weird. So
I'm sure they have
somebody on PS4 and somebody on PC can play together.
Yeah.
Or
I'm pretty sure there's an option where you don't have to play with PC players.
And PS4 and Xbox can play against each other. I know that shit's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Because Xbox and PS4 is just going to talk shit to each other the whole time. I mean, in Call of Duty you talk shit, but now it's going to be even more shit talking.
Absolutely.
And PC, they're just going to be on the other side just like, look at these fucking trash players.
And then aimbot.
I know, and just kill everybody. And just like, well, if you're a console player, why would you even play with a PC player?
Yeah,
like,
that's your problem.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No. Well, I'm glad Hot Girl Summer's over.
Hot Girl Summer.
Thank God, bro. These women been ruthless.
Ruthless.
Oh my God! Like, thank God it's over.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Now September's about to roll around. It's about to be cuffing season.
Ooh, cuffing season. That's sweater weather.
Yeah, I'm tired of having my heart broken through this whole fucking summer.
We're not getting into this right now. This is about to get a lot deeper than we want it to be.
Go ahead.
But. Yeah, been a good episode. Slowly approaching that 5-0.
Oh, and guys, be sure to get out there and vote.
Vote, please. Please. We're approaching that time.
Especially like with your local elections, that affects you more than
really easy to vote.
Really
just
get out there and
register to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there. You obviously know what happened with the previous elections and all the turmoil that it started, but the fact that y'all got out there and voted is positive news.
Yeah.
Whoever you vote for, just go out and vote. I mean, it doesn't cost a thing, you know.
And actually know who you're voting for.
Yes, like, please read up on it. Read up on it. Don't just press all R or all D.
Right.
Actually know what these represent.
Well, but you know, in Houston, it's a nonpartisan race. So
yeah, that's true. But yeah, go out and vote. That's been our message to you today.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you all catch us on the next episode.
Next episode going to be, 2 weeks out there because we got to go to a wedding next week.
We got a wedding next week in New Jersey, Doherty Joyzy.
Yeah, Shiv's wedding. You heard him on a previous podcast.
Previous episode.
Previous couple of episodes. We're going to his wedding. He's getting married.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. Shut up. I'm excited.
He said yeah.
Yeah. That's all I want to say. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get too fucked up.
It's going to happen. It's an open bar.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
But the fact that I have a choice.
Yeah, but you're not driving nowhere, and the hotel's right there. It's going to happen.
I want to try to get a workout in while I'm at the hotel.
I'm down.
That's what I'm trying to. I'll hopefully.
We say that now, but like,
dude, I'm really hoping like it has a gym. If not, then I'm just.
It should. Run. It's a Sheraton, dude. It should be fine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to find out if we get money. Like if we have to pay that money for the extra day.
Yeah. I'm sure when we go there and we go to the front desk, we'll tell us. But yeah, good episode. Episode 48. Thanks for listening, guys. As always, we love y'all.
Catch y'all later.
That listen and download and stream us. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next one in 2 weeks, I believe. Hopefully some better news with the season starting. And,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
No hope right here, bro. No hope.
Yep. And so, good episode as always. My name is Justin.
Shan Wild, Shan Bam Kablam, Shan Amazing, Shan Bam. Goddamn. Catch y'all later. Dude, I really think it's 2 fingers for the prostate.
It is not.
No, because you remember when every time the doctor puts on his fucking gloves,
and unnecessary.
It's 2 fingers slide right in that booty.
How do you know this?
Bro, it's on every fucking TV show.
I've never seen 2 fingers.
And then I'm pretty sure I've read it in my EMT books. Pretty sure. I don't know why.
You're not sure. You're not sure.
I'm not.
Talk to me when you're 150%
I'm like
sure.
98% sure it's 250.